And finally, we have to end our week by talking about GameStop. Keith Gill, known as Roaring Kitty, he seemed to increase his ownership in GameStop common stock. Now appears to be holding more than 9 million shares. He posted a new screenshot of his E-Trade portfolio on Reddit's Superstrong forum after the bell yesterday. Shares today are moving to the downside. They're down just flipping over 2% here. But it's interesting that this post seemed to be the biggest catalyst for the movement that we're seeing in this stock to the downside, but he still continues to be one of the top 4 holders of GME. The others are, I think, Vanguard is among them, BlackRock as well. So he's certainly the biggest individual investor. It's not necessarily a bearish signal for the people who love Keith Gill. But we're still seeing moves to the downside.
Yeah, again, his portfolio no longer showing or no longer including the 120,000 call options. And then those were set to expire next week. So I don't necessarily think that's huge surprise here to many on the street. He remains invested, it seems like, at least to GameStop, really backing what he has said, or what he has signaled, I should say, through his social media outlets over the last several weeks. So again, we are seeing some movement here to the downside from GameStop, but this is a stock, clearly it's been on quite a wild ride here over the last several weeks, ever since we did have Keith Gill return to social media for the first time, reigniting some of that excitement, reigniting certainly his fan base surrounding GameStop. And you can see that on that year-to-date chart on the right half of the screen ever since the middle of May, when we have certainly been on the up and down path here over the last several weeks.
It's hilarious. The stock was at $50 in May. Now it's down to 28. Earlier in May it was at 11. It's just totally all over the place.
Make your head spin.
Yeah.